we cannot hope to get anything because we don't know what's going on.
Amen.
Now look at that last part of it. It says, but they shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness and the salt land which is not inhabited. Some of you are in places that you ain't got no business being there. You're hanging around a bunch of dead people that ain't got no life in them. They have no desire to be better. But you feel comfortable there because there ain't no challenge there.
Oh,
See,
that's good.
see, that's why a lot of people hang with the people that they hang with, because they have no challenge to be better.
No demand on them.
That's right.
That's right.
No
So
demand.
now, if I hang with these guys, I can just chill and not do nothing, drink all day, smoke all day, because these guys ain't doing nothing. But if I start hanging with the men down in the church,
Gotta step up my game.
now this ain't acceptable no more.
That's
And
right.
women, you do that a lot.
Yes.
You get with these co-workers, you get with these neighbors that ain't talking about doing nothing, and just sit around and say, men ain't nothing, men ain't nothing, men ain't nothing, men ain't nothing, men ain't nothing. And see, now, as long as you can have people keep telling you this over and over, you will never address your faults. You will never address your issues. You will never hold yourself accountable because you're allowing yourself to be around people who only pour seeds and water your mess. And the Bible tells us in Psalm 101 what it says, blessed is the man that what? Walk not in the counsel of the ungodly. If God is telling you, you need to be celibate and let these things go, and your homegirl is telling you, girl, you need to get it popping,
Hey, there you go.
blessed is the man that walk not in the counsel of the ungodly.
That's it.
Your moms and your sisters trying to get you to come to church, but your homegirls are telling you, let's go to the club tonight. Man said, blessed is the man who's sitting down in the seat of the scorn.
Yes. Right.
So we have to be mindful of those things. Amen? So ask your neighbor, say, neighbor,
Neighbor,
is your heart in the right place?
is your heart in the right place?
All right, let's go a little further. It says, now look at verse 7. It says, but now we understand how we got messed up because we didn't trust. Believe he's going to turn it around. He says, but blessed is the man who trusts in the Lord. He says, and those whose hope is in the Lord. For he shall be like a tree planted by the waters, which spread out its roots by the river, and will not fear when heat comes, but his leaf will be green, and will not be anxious in the year of the drought, nor will cease from yielding fruit. My second point for you is, tell your neighbor, say, neighbor, God don't want you just looking the part.
God doesn't want you to look the part.
He wants you to be the part.
He wants you to be the part.
Amen. Yes, Lord. Amen.
Now look,
That's true.
let's just be real now.
Yes.
Church folk, we are good at that looking the part. We come in on Sundays with our hallelujahs. We come in with our amens. And we will look the part. But as soon as we leave out them holy doors, we go back to some holy mess. And God doesn't want you just looking the part. He wants you to be the part. Okay? Let's look at this. Let's break this down. First and foremost, let me address this. It is not about you finding the right person. It's about you becoming the right person.
Amen.
And what we are messing up is, especially with women, just looking for some man to complete you, to make you. Let me pause there for a second, okay?
Yes.
The Bible says that when God made Adam, okay, he told Adam, he said, it's meant for you not to be alone. So he put man to sleep. Everybody knows the story. He took a rib from man and formed one man.
Yeah.
A man needs a woman to complete him. But a woman does not need a man to complete him, her. And what we're doing is we have flip-flopped that thing.
Yeah.
Women are looking for a man to complete them, and men are looking to say, hey, I'm already good. You don't know who you are until you find your queen, because your queen is what completes you. That is the way you become back whole. But because women are not walking in their queenship, you're looking for this Prince Charming to make you something he doesn't have the faculties to do. Okay?
Yes.
So it's not about you finding the right person, it's about you becoming the right person. Because who the man and the woman that God has for you, you ain't even walking in that. You're not even walking in that. If you're Saul and God has a woman for Paul, you're not going to never get it. All right? So look at what he says here. It says, blessed is the man who trusts in the Lord, whose hope is in the Lord. See, God had something for Abraham. But in order for him to get Isaac, he had to go from Abram to Abraham. Okay? God had something for Jacob. But in order for him to get it, for Israel, but in order for him to get it, he had to go from Jacob to Israel. There was a calling on Paul's life, but in order for Paul to walk in his calling, he had to go from Saul to Paul.
Oh, yeah.
He couldn't just look the part, he had to be the part.
Transformation. Yes.
And until we go into that whole transformation, until we get into that wholeness of who we are, God ain't going to give you nobody to mess their life up.
Amen. Right.
See, we're focusing on somebody messing our life up, when actually, when you're not who you is, you're messing their life up.
Amen.
And that's what we're missing. Amen?
Amen.
Now, this is something that I thought he'd also say. Look what he says here. He says, but he shall be like a tree planted by the waters, which spread out its roots by the river. That speaks on position. Okay? Now, if God has told you to move to Greensboro, for say, and you're staying in Bisco, what you're doing is you're out of position.
Amen.
Yes.
You're not in the place of your blessing.
Amen.
That's right.
The Bible talks about when Elijah went into the cave and God fed him in the cave. But then he said, now the parts done dried up. Elijah would have continued to stay there, he would have died famine. But if you go in 1 Kings 17, you see when he told him to go there, I have instructed a wonder woman to sustain you. And what has happened a lot of times is because we want to be around family, we want to be in a comfortable place, we want to be in something